Hi, Todd Bourne here in the Forecast Center with a weather update for the Arctic, and heat will continue to be the biggest story, although we still have quite a bit of that Saharan dust which is going to stick around probably through tomorrow, although it will be thickest today. You can see the haze in the air as we look at a live shot from downtown Shreveport. And update on that dust again today, the thickest of the dust that we will see across the Arctic for the most part, as we will see the conditions gradually begin to improve as a frontal system makes its way to the area. Here we are this afternoon. Notice that we will continue to see quite a bit of dust around the area tomorrow, but notice how it will clear out from north to south as we go into Saturday. That's because we have a frontal boundary which is gradually going to be working its way towards the south, and that'll kind of work to clean up the atmosphere. Ahead of this front, very hot for tomorrow, as we'll see that frontal system ease its way southward into the Arctic during the next couple of days. And as that happens, it looks like for the most part we will stay dry. Most of any showers or thunderstorms that develop Saturday probably will be to the south of the Arctic. Here's a look at Robin's Cellular Futurecast, and you can see a mostly clear sky on the way once again for tonight. Tomorrow we will see a mix of clouds and sunshine as that boundary begins to move into the Arctic very late tomorrow. It will continue to slide its way to the south. Futurecast shows maybe a little bit of rain possible tomorrow night, but again Saturday it is looking dry as most of any rain will stay to the south of the Arctic, as you can see here closer to the coast of southeast Texas and southwest Louisiana. And then we'll kind of settle back into lots of sunshine and plenty of heat. Heat index for the next several days. Tomorrow we very well could surpass 110, and you can see those heat index values in that 105 to 110 degree range probably through most of next week. These numbers at the end of this 10-day outlook probably way too low, as probably based on the possibility of that tropical system making it far enough to the west to impact us. I really don't think that's going to happen, so the heat probably will continue. Here's a look at the 10-day pattern here, as we will see that upper level ridge again retreating temporarily to the west. It will expand back to the east, and you can see that tropical system. Now this particular model is coming in line with all the other global models which have been indicating it will probably eventually settle somewhere close to the southeast coast of the United States as we go through next week, and that means we will have very little as far as rainfall across the area. National Hurricane Center now indicating there is a high chance that this will develop here into a tropical depression at the very least during the course of the next week. And here's a look at some of the where the models are taking it. Now this gray line is if you just take the current motion and continue it. That's not going to happen, as we will see. You can see that most of the models showing a recurve back into the western coast of Florida and then probably settling back over the Atlantic at some point late next week. This means this system will have very little impact on our weather, and that's being reflected in the rainfall potential numbers for the next 10 days. This will take us through next weekend, and it still looks like less than a tenth of an inch for most of the Arctic. Might see amounts closer to a quarter of an inch over the southeastern quarter of the Arctic, with pretty much all of this rain expected either tomorrow night or as we look ahead to next weekend. So your forecast for tonight is looking mostly clear. It will be warm and muggy once again, with lows mainly in the low to middle 70s, 77 in Shreveport, 74 tonight in Texarkana. Tomorrow expect another hazy, hot and humid day with plenty of sunshine, up around 100 for the high in Shreveport, 99 degrees in Texarkana, also 99 in Natchitoches, and 100 degrees also a possibility in the Queen. 10-day forecast shows highs will stay in the upper 90s to near 100 through pretty much all of next week. Lows will stay mainly in the upper 70s. Not much of any rain, maybe a slight chance as we look ahead to maybe tomorrow night, and again as we look ahead to next Sunday. So all in all, hot, humid, and dry. The main theme in weather here in the Arctic as we go through this weekend and all of next week.